The bird is back. And he's back at the perfect time. Bird breasts! And look behind him. There's beautiful cocks. There's just some nice looking birds. And I'm holding a nice looking bird, and we're about to talk about how EA sucks. Welcome back to the party, pal. Let's get into the news. Skip it up and that up. With its next-gen console compatibility, a 1000R curvature that provides better immersion and reduces your eye strain, a Quad HD FreeSync Premium 165Hz 1 millisecond response time VA panel, BenQ light tuner and black equalizer technology, exceptional color vibrance, built-in 2.1 channel speakers powered by Trovolo for audio immersion, and BenQ's HDRI with VISA HDR 4000 certification, which offers realistic details and vivid HDR content, the BenQ EX3210R is an exceptional monitor for your PC or console gaming. Click the affiliate link in the description to find out more. So here is what happens when a company has a monopoly over a product, whether it be a sports franchise or an operating system or whatever you could think of. Let's just indirectly say, I guess it's unofficially a monopoly. Amazon would be a perfect example. It's like, yeah, sure, there's competition, but they just can't compete with Amazon. And what happens when you get a monopoly is it's human nature to just get lazy and just collect the profit. And that is what is happening with EA. We saw it with Madden NFL 21, which was the lowest reviewed user score on Metacritic ever. And that is what we're seeing with FIFA 22. I'm looking right now, not just going by the article. It's still sitting at a user score of 2.6. This is just for the PlayStation 5, with 146 negative reviews, 7 mixed reviews, and 40 positive. Needless to say, the game isn't doing great on various platforms in terms of reviews. And what's happening is that EA just thinks, well, we have the FIFA license, we have the real players and their names in our soccer games or football games, depending on where you come from, and same with American football. So people are just going to play it. If they want the real experiences with the real players that they're fans of, even if the game sucks and even if it could just be DLC from a Madden game from 7 years ago, because virtually nothing's changed, we're just going to charge them $60 every year for basically the same product with the same flaws, and people are just going to gobble it up because they have to. Well, apparently that's no longer going to be the case, because FIFA is looking to break away from EA, and understandably so, because they're dragging their name through the mud. This is what happens when there's a monopoly and finally companies are catching on to it. Because it seems like FIFA wants to end its exclusive deal with EA. This comes from GameSpot.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. If EA and FIFA do not come to an agreement about the future of the lucrative football series, or soccer, depending again where you're from, it might not be an exclusive arrangement. FIFA has announced that it conducted a comprehensive and strategic assessment of the gaming landscape and determined that it will look to expand its business dealings to other companies. FIFA appeared to take a dig at EA, saying, "The future of gaming and esports for football stakeholders must involve more than one party controlling and exploiting all rights." No kidding. FIFA is bullish and excited about the future in gaming and esports for football, and it is clear that this needs to be a space that is occupied by more than one party controlling all rights. The organization went on to say that multiple technology and mobile companies are actively competing to work with FIFA, which I expected that too. There's plenty of money there. Consequently, FIFA is engaging with various industry players, including developers, investors, and analysts, to build out a long-term view of the gaming, esports, and interactive entertainment sector. The outcome will ensure that FIFA has a range of suitable parties with specialist capabilities to actively shape the best possible experiences and offerings for fans and consumers. Now, keep in mind, this might be part of a negotiating tactic, a scare tactic to kind of make EA bow down. FIFA is asking EA to pay $1 billion to let them use their name on its games, and it would have to pay $1 billion every 4 years for EA to continue doing that. That's a lot of money. I want $1 billion. You could use my name, EA. Just I'll be shirtless on your soccer games. Just imagine me shirtless with my nipples flopping around, and you went out and bought a FIFA game, and you just see my nipples on that PS5 box. Imagine the world would be on fire. Let's do it. We're gonna take over the world, Bird. They don't need FIFA anymore. They just need you and me. You and me. I'm glad you're back, Bird. I'm glad that leg's looking good. Handsome. Now, also, too, if EA and FIFA don't come to a deal, EA would rebrand their FIFA games to EA Sports FC or EA Sports Football Club. I assure you that a soccer game will be out there from EA. There's too much money to be had, even if their sports games now are painfully mediocre because they don't really care anymore. This could be a good thing. Maybe if they don't have the licenses, they may have to compete on gameplay. Dare I say it? Oh no. You may have to be intuitive, EA, and not just keep on rehashing the same game every year. And you may have to make it fun. And you may have to be competitive. Whoa! Now, the same thing happened with Disney and EA. It was originally EA that had exclusive rights to make Star Wars games. Now that's not the case anymore. Now, Ubisoft is working on a Star Wars game. Aspyr Media is remaking Knights of the Old Republic. But keep in mind, EA is still making Star Wars games and works with Disney. It's just not an exclusive deal anymore. So what always amazes me is that these companies they just see the money, which I understand being in business is about making money. I like money. I know virtually all of you out there like money. You like making money. And so long as it's ethical, I'm hoping that you're doing things to make yourself more successful. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. But this is indirectly monopolies. If you have exclusive rights to a really big IP, they're exclusive. Other companies can't make games to compete with your product. So what happens? It's like, oh, you want a Star Wars game? You want something that's really, we're just going to give you something bare bones and mediocre, Bird. We're just going to give you those bare bones Star Wars games because we're EA and we had exclusive rights. Oh, look what happens when a company has a monopoly. They don't make a good product anymore because they don't have to care because people can only buy at the time, Star Wars game or Star Wars IP from EA. So they get lackadaisical. It's human nature. And the same thing is happening with FIFA and Madden, is that when they don't have competition and they know the consumer's like, all right, this game sucks, but I really like playing football games or soccer games or literally American football games. Guess I'm going to have to buy another Madden game even though it sucks. Now, with FIFA at least negotiating now, we'll see, maybe this deal will happen where EA forks over $1 billion every 4 years to keep the FIFA IP. But if that doesn't happen and there's other companies making FIFA games, EA may actually have to make a good one. Oh no. But that's the thing, man. Competition is good. That's why I always talk about it. Now that we have now that AMD has become such a huge competitor to Intel, you see Intel scrambling, and that's good because you get better pricing and better products. I wish YouTube had a truly viable competitor. Twitch, okay, fine, Twitch is a competitor, but it's mainly about live streaming. I would love to see another platform like YouTube come up out of the woodwork that makes it a better platform for both content consumers and content creators. So I don't want to see YouTube go under, obviously, but I would like to see them have a competitor so it would give them more of an impetus to do better. So I think that these companies like FIFA and Disney and using the Star Wars IP and trying to have companies compete to make a better product, to give a better product to consumers and give better games to consumers is a good thing. And who knows, in the end, FIFA may end up staying exclusive to EA. But if they don't, and they have other developers making games for them, and I guarantee you, if you're a soccer fan, or depending on where you are, a football fan, you know what I mean, you'll end up getting better games. And that's a good thing. So we'll see where the chips fall with this. But I think companies not giving exclusive rights to their IP to a certain developer, a certain publisher, is a good thing. Competition makes for better products, period. End of discussion. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.